Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we've got a look at Hangar 21, one of the new maps that's going to be available in the Battlefield 4 Final Stand Expansion. It is currently available to play today in the Battlefield 4 CTE. As you can see, the map takes place at nighttime. There's lots of snow and lots of vehicles, definitely an emphasis on some air vehicles. Compared to the map Giants of Karelia, which was playable yesterday, it's certainly not quite as big in scale, but it does allow you to get around the map very quickly with some cool little tools. The snowmobile is certainly one of them. You can zip down the mountain or up the mountain as fast as you want. It's a two-person vehicle, and I'm sure people are going to have a lot of fun strapping C4 to this little bad boy. Most of the map takes place in a canyon leading up to the side of a large mountain slope, which has a big hangar in it. Now, the canyon is very cool looking, I must say. There isn't going to be a lot of cover, and air vehicles are going to have a tricky time on this map. If you have a Stinger, it seems like you're going to be able to pretty much range any of the helicopters or jets at any point. Now, at the base of the large mountain, we have a large hangar, Hangar 21, and upon entering it, you will see a massive ship in there. This is a Titan prototype. So, as we know, Final Stand is essentially a prequel to Battlefield 2142, and this is an early prototype of a Titan. Naturally, I had to see just how far you could get into the hangar with a helicopter, and it seems like you actually have some real space to maneuver around in here, although I wouldn't recommend it if there's anybody with an RPG. You're going to be dead real fast, but the two flags in here certainly are going to provide a lot of close quarter and cool looking infantry combat. Now, below the hangar itself, there is an alternate entrance, and then further down the map there's more capture points and stuff. There's basically going to be a lot of areas to fight around on here. We didn't play it on the rush game mode, but I imagine that this will be one of the last areas that you have to get to, and entering the hangar from the bottom side seems like it'll provide a lot of good tactical advantages. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is another prototype from some 2142 technology. This here is a human launcher, a man cannon if you will. We all know there was APCs in Battlefield 2142 that could launch players up on top of a Titan. Well, as you can see here, I am up at Hangar 21 and I can see the whole map below me. I see there's a few points being captured down there, so I aim up a bit, fire, and here I go. I'm actually in a pod. I can see out a window here, and I'm going to jump out and open my parachute. These are not done yet in terms of building the assets, so potentially we will be able to actually land these pods and survive the landing. I don't know if you're going to be able to jump out of them in the end game. We'll have to see what the final design decision is with these, but as you can see, I'm launching back up to Hangar 21. I see that point's being captured, so I jump out, open my parachute, and get a good flank off. Now, this is a really interesting way of trying to open the map up a bit more and give infantry a bit more mobility, whereas vehicles, or at least ground vehicles, are going to have to drive themselves around this map, which can be a little bit tricky given the terrain and essentially how open the map is, or how powerful air vehicles are. Now, of course, the battle pickups are hidden around the map here. Now, I'm using the railgun again, which, as you can see here, does pretty substantial damage to any vehicles. Although the map is very open for air vehicles, it's going to be pretty hard flying them around. Aside from the Stingers, which I mentioned earlier, should be able to range most vehicles, the railgun also can do some serious damage to air, which you're going to see here. If you happen to pick up the MKV on this map, it will be very easy to spot because it is dark. The exhaust on it lights up very bright, so although it is so small and hard to spot, generally speaking, it's going to be easy for players to see it here, so don't be surprised if your MKV is getting shot down much more frequently. Now, although this map looks very open and vehicle oriented, I have no doubt that it's going to be very fast paced and chaotic. The man cannons are going to allow players to go flying through the map and parachute at any point, provided you either control the bottom of the map or the top of the map, so significant power at either end of the map. These could also provide some really good ways for getting out of spawn capture situations. So I'm actually pretty interesting to see how that plays out, but it is certainly going to increase the chaos of the maps considering how many people are going to be just parachuting down from above. Although no major Levolution events occur in this map, you can test fire the engines on the prototype Titan in the hangar, and this will actually pretty much vaporize anybody in the exhaust chamber. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look at Hangar 21. Stay tuned tomorrow for the final map of the Last Stand expansion. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.